Hey, hey, hey. Guess what? It is the Swypit Show. And I'm so excited that you're here to check out what we're going to be doing. It's been a number of years since I've been doing anything related to the What the Heck Show and all that other good stuff. But now it's just the Swypit Show. And we're excited that you're here. And I'm so excited to be on the Success Network, run by some of the most Emmy Award winning producers, video people, my whole marketing team. These people are unbelievable. But if you're watching and you want to comment, obviously just go ahead and comment there and it'll come across the screen. I can answer any questions. But, at the end of the day, the Swipe It Show is really going to be about helping business owners find real resources for what we do in the credit card processing world. Obviously, we're wanting people to work with us and we want people to have knowledge and expertise to make decisions. We're going to be doing multiple series, multiple, all kinds of different things that will relate back to, why you would look for a new merchant service provider. I've got a whole bunch of little things, are you locked into your merchant service provider? How you can get out of it. We've got ways to assist with those things. And of course, you know, why is EMV or the chipping capability, you stick that card in, people are doing so much contactless, they're tapping cards. I don't know if you know this or not, but when you go to tap a card, you don't actually tap it. You hold the card over it, wait a few seconds, wait for all those green lights to go on, and then we'll talk more about that and how that affects merchants in future shows. I obviously have a whole bunch of really good kind of contacts. Hey, Jay, good morning to you. Good to see you. And of course, the way you process, affects your fees. A lot of people don't know hand keyed, internet transactions. We can talk about those in the future. And definitely, we're going to talk about the crazy things I've seen in the credit card processing business. And not to, it's more of poking fun at the, after I've been doing this for 23 years. So you get to see crazy things. You learn a lot of things. I put my clients together. We try to help everybody. Anything we can do to help people is more of how Swipe It's always worked. Who's watching your money? When is it time to switch? We've mentioned that before. Behind the scenes of, how a credit card transaction works. And one of my favorite shows that we've talked about in the past is a $922,000 credit card single transaction that was done by one of our merchants. We have most recently we did actually $1 million. It was just a little bit over $1 million single transaction. Imagine the fees on that. Of course, it's not me; it's the card associations creating those fees. But we're revamping things here at Swipe It. We're not changing who we are, our mode of business. We're changing up and we're actually creating a brand new website. That website's going to have a new logo. And actually, talking about the website today, we're going to be bringing on next week I'm actually flying in a photographer that we're going to be going to actually many locations. We're going to do some here in the office. We're going to get all brand new pics because I want to customize. I want it to be real. A lot of times you'll see stock photos. You're like, man, that same stock photo for a customer service representative is the same one I see on every, there's probably like 10 of them, right? And people pick the free version. They're not even doing the pay version. Well, we're not going to have that. Maybe, well, hopefully we won't. I'll I'll be able to see it if we do. But more importantly, what we're going to do is we're going to take pictures of live merchants, real clients of ours, and I can't thank them enough. And maybe we'll have some surprises. We do have a celebrity coming on board, which we love to have and love to connect and take care of them. And let's see what else we're doing there. It's a new logo, which I'm excited to be making. I next week I have the Southwest Car Wash Association. We're going to be headed out to Fort Worth, popping up a booth. You're more than welcome to come out and check it out. It's going to be one of the first association meetings that we've been to. It's the only one I go to every year. I've been the endorsed credit card processor for the Southwest Car Wash Association for, I think it's 12 years now. It's kind of interesting. And of course, Andrew's there saying, hey, great to have you back. Thank you, Andrew. Of course, great to be here. And we'll see you obviously at the Car Wash Association next week. Come by and see us at the booth. we'll be way in the back. We're not a car wash. If you've ever been to these, industry association type things, if you've never been to a car wash kind of industry thing, they actually put up car washes. You can like walk right through them. They got brushes going around. They got all kinds of really cool, fun stuff. And, we'll see what we can get out of that. We have a lot of clients that come to visit us. We see them once a year, and that'll be in Fort Worth, Texas. So if you want to go to that, come on out, have some fun, check it out. The Car Wash Association's always been a fun time every year, and always get to reconnect with people. I can't wait to actually go to an actual place and see other people. I haven't been wearing a mask, vaccinated, all that crazy stuff. I look at vaccinations like getting a polio shot. When I was a kid, I got the polio shot. I don't know if you got the polio shot, but you just did it. So go out there and do it. I saw on the news today that you could actually get a free beer. I don't know where you can get a beer and get a shot, but somebody's doing it. Somebody won $1 million getting a shot. Who knows? Maybe your city or town's doing that. Who knows? I I, I wish I would have flown there and got my shot. Who knows? Yeah. Hey, Melissa, good to see you. Glad to be on the show. And of course, we'll see you at the Car Wash Association. You need insurance. There she is. Of course, she's doing pretty good things. She's an up and coming actual individual who is part of the Swypit team in a way. Of course, everybody's a part of the Swypit team. If you're a customer, we thank you for being a customer. We want to do everything to help you be successful in your business. And that's why I partnered in 2014 with this great organization, the Success Network. They've been taking care of a lot of different things when I signed up with them for my marketing, my website. Obviously, we became three-time best-selling author. The fourth book that's coming up is September. This September is called Leverage with Brian Tracy, and of course, I did the Masters of Success, the Success Network, right here. This is the Masters of Success Maximum Achievement. And you've never been to my office, but I've got a big poster over there in the left-hand corner. And of course, you can go to Prime. It's free if you have if you have Prime. Prime, what do they call it? I don't know. Yeah, this is where I need to sometimes have, um, my a team of people that are talking in my ear. I got nobody talking in my ear today, so it's kind of strange to be just one on one with you. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you're having some coffee. I probably should be drinking out of Melissa's cup, but this is the Swypit mug that I drink out of. If you come to the Swypit office, I got a really cool coffee machine. You could have a latte or whatever you. Actually, I don't have the connector for the latte. You could add some milk, shake it up, and maybe act like a latte. But Masters of Success Network, the first movie I was able to do with Brian Tracy. Brian's a really unbelievable motivational speaker. Head to Amazon Prime, look up Masters of Success, Brian Tracy, and you'll be able to watch that movie. Everything we do at Swypit is about helping you be the best that you can be. And the movie really is a great movie. Another movie I did was with an unbelievable guy named Jay Abraham. He's the man behind, you know, Tony Robbins and Damon John. These guys are unbelievable. But Jay's been he is he's a master marketer. So get a chance, go to Prime, check out the movie, and enjoy it. And obviously, these are documentaries. These both of these movies got tellies, a whole bunch of XBs, all kinds of cool stuff. But the latest movie that we did that was out about a year or so ago and is also available on Prime is the Folds of Honor movie. And I wear the Folds of Honor little pin here. But Folds of Honor is about families of fallen soldiers and disabled families, their children, but college scholarships for those people through Folds of Honor. And we do a big military appreciation night that actually honors those families as well here in DFW. And you're more than welcome to come to the game. We have about 5,000 people come out to that basketball game. It's pretty substantial, fun, great stuff to be at. But Folds of Honor is the beneficiary. And of course, the American Fallen Soldiers Project is still an organization that I love to help out. We process their credit cards and make sure that they're not paying more than they should. And profits from Swypit go back to help families of fallen soldiers, which makes me feel good. So if you're working with a merchant service provider and you wonder what the heck they're doing with some of the little bit of monies that they make, we don't make a lot of them. We don't make a huge amount of monies on merchant accounts anymore because obviously it's, you know, things change, but the margins are really slim, but profits go back helping awareness. And I don't have one of the Folds of Honor movies, but you can go to Prime and check it out there as well. And just look up Folds of Honor. Or you can go to my IMBD page, which is the Kevin Hodes IMBD, and it'll show the movies that I've been the executive producer of. What's really cool about the Folds of Honor movie is we actually have 2 Emmys from it. And, you know, to be part of a movie that had 2 Emmys is pretty cool. Now, as a executive producer, I don't get a full Emmy. It actually goes to the director, but we got a half Emmy in the back over there. So it's kind of like it's strange. You know, you get this thing in the mail and it's a I don't know. Maybe the producers of the show, you know, Ryan, he's putting this together. He's working in the background. They'll put in an Emmy. They'll like hold up an Emmy. Here we go. I'll move it right here. Maybe could put one in my hands. I don't know. See what you can do. We got Emmys, Tellys, XBs. You know, we're these people at the Success Network that have been doing a lot of my marketing have been instrumental in me becoming a better person to help my clients. And all I want to do is help clients. So we're not an organization that's going to sign you up and forget about you. You can call, text, email us, and we'll give you the opportunity to really be taken care of. It's more of a concierge type business. We're always looking to help people. And when you're helping people and giving them great rates and making them more profitable, it's a win-win for everybody, right? How often can you get a company that's going to be there when you need them? That's the key to most businesses being successful. You know, a lot of people they can only do one or the other. You know, great rates or a great service. They can't figure out how to do both, and I've really figured that out. But I do want to talk about a topic today, and then we'll talk about you know, software vendors. You know, software vendors kind of make me angry a lot of times. They are, you know, software vendors create software and then they only allow one as they call preferred vendor. And you're stuck with their preferred vendor. And what happens is they will always match some pricing of someone, whether it's me or another organization. They kind of get you integrated into their software. They make you happy with their software. And then that merchant service provider, now that you're locked in, you know, when I say locked in, imagine buying your Chevy pickup truck or your Ford truck, your car, whatever it is, and you go get your first tank of gas. You show up at 7-Eleven, you stick your card in there, you go to stick it in, and as you go to stick it in, it says, hey, you are only able to put gas from the dealer that you purchased a car from. Well, how would you make that feel? You got to go all the way over to the dealer that you purchased your car from to actually have gas in your car. Well, that's because they've locked you in, right? So the Chevy dealer locks you in, and then what do? Well, they can charge you whatever they want, right? Isn't that how most of these software companies work? Don't they go, hey, we've got free software for you? You know that nothing is free in this world, right? I mean, come on, get real. It is not free. They're going to bait and switch so that you can get you onto their platform. They then, when you reach certain thresholds, even in their software, oh, well, you're going to have to spend more money to get to the next level. Or how about this one? Your credit card processing fees. You can't ever switch. You're stuck. And that happens actually in the car wash business too. There's a whole bunch of these guys that are out there producing and they've preferred vendor this one or preferred vendor this one. Let me tell you what the preferred vendor does. They give them a kickback. So they're giving them, the credit card processor is giving them money, probably like 40% more in fee structure. And it takes about a year to 2 years that these merchants figure that out. They can't switch. They're pissed off. And then they're contacting companies like us and they go, hey, listen, here's a whole bunch of our statements. Can you help us? And I'll go, no, you're locked in. What do you mean I'm locked in? Well, didn't they tell you that when they signed? No, they just built my car wash or they gave me their software. It was free. or it was less expensive than the other company or whoever it is. If you don't understand in the world of business that you get what you pay for, man, you need to check up from your neck up. There are companies out there that create software, they integrate with no one else. They're going to get 40% more into the credit card processing fees because they're getting a piece of the action. And man, that stuff really drives me insane. I hear about it all the time, and they're taking good companies like us out of the picture. And they don't even realize it. They're just going, "Oh, I'll just write code for this one company." And then of course, they're really in a position of going, "Well, if you want to switch, you're going to have to get new software." And you've got so many clients already in there. You've got all their information. So you've got a staff that'll be like, "Oh, I don't want to. I got to go through this again." You know, Nobody likes change, but when you get with the right company, you never have to worry about changing. The beautiful part about working with a professional and somebody that knows what they're doing, they're going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you have to hear. They're going to teach you all of the things that are going to give you the knowledge to make the proper decision. I had a call yesterday from organization that I've purchased a number of things from, over the years. I mean, it was like 10 years ago that I looked over all of their stuff. I can't believe that they're still working with the same company. He called me yesterday and he goes, "Hey, I think it's time to actually look at this. Their rates are probably through the roof. I can't wait to see it." I got to be careful sometimes because people, they can't believe how much money they could be more profitable by working with us. And it scares them. They're like, "That's too good to be true." The difference in what we do is we're trying to make a small amount of profit for a long period of time. So if we can keep you, just like our first client ever, Auto Hans, who is going to be on next week, we're going to have not actually a show on the show. We're not going to have them on the show. We're going to go and do a photo shoot and we're going to put them on the website. I don't know if your company really cares about you as much as we care about our clients. So we're going to take our clients and we're going to put them all together. We're going to put them in a room. No one has ever said anything about Swypit that I know of. We still have zero complaints to BBB. We still are taking care of clients, whether they're doing $1,000 a month or 10 million a month, whatever it is. With thousands of clients all over the country, we're a nationwide company. We've been processing billions of dollars, and all we want to do is help our clients. I've got a huge, unbelievable staff at all these processors. And guess what? We work with them all. So if for some reason we don't like what's happening with this processing company, we're going to say, "Listen, we need to move you over here." And we can do that because we're set up with them. And then they can still have the service they desire with working a real professional company. And that's Swypit. Why would you want to work with anybody else? We've got you covered, you know? Anyways, I love I love the fact that Brian's sending me some private chat messages. Pretty cool. And of course, we're here in Frisco, Texas, but we are a nationwide credit card processing service. Anybody can process your credit cards, but can you call, text, or email? I've got a family-run business, so I have my cousin Michael. He's been working with me for 5 years now, and of course, he came in from the food service business, like I myself was. And, if you don't know, I am a chef by trade. And when you work in food service, you got to get, if you're a chef or if you're in any type of food service, you got to get that plate right. You got to get the food right. You got to take care of your clients because if you don't take care of them, they're not coming back. How many times you've been to a restaurant, you tried them once or twice, and then you never went back because either the service was poor, food wasn't good, maybe the service was great, but hey, we're having a lot of fun taking care of clients. And when you've been in the food business for as long as I have, if you have the connections that I have helping clients, we just want to be a resource. I'm really looking forward to the future of the show. I can't thank the Success Network and their team and everybody putting things together. We're excited to have a whole bunch of stuff going on. If there's anything that maybe we want to have discussed and you want to have a question about, listen, send me a message. We're always happy to answer any questions you might have. listen, you might be working with a company that, man, you're afraid to leave because you've been through the ringer, and that's when you want to start working with us because we have figured out all the problems. I mean, a lot of times we can fix them in a few minutes, but we want you as a client, and so we'll make you more profitable to take care of you on the service side. It's not an easy task of what we do. We make it very simple and easy for people, so they sometimes think it's easy and simple with the other companies, and of course, they find out it's not. Perfect example of what happens. I had a client for about 10 years, and good guy. We're still friends. Listen, just because somebody's not my client anymore doesn't mean that I'm going to badmouth them or anything. I'm just going to bring up the fact. I'm not going to say his name or his company, but I will tell you that he did leave us, and I believe he got wooed away with somebody saying, "Oh, we could save you money," which we all have the same rate structures, but some people don't know how to make it concierge and customized. That's what we do. So he left, and he texts me. He goes, "Hey, I'm having a real problem here with a transaction. I tried running it on that machine that you haven't picked up, and it's not working." And I said, "Well, that's because we shut your merchant account off about 5 or 6 months ago." And he goes, "Well, I've got this really large transaction in the 20, 30,000, and the other company won't allow me to run it." And think about that for yourself. Contacted me for service, can't run transactions he used to run with us. And now what's happening? He's scrambling, and he's actually wanted me to, see if I could get the merchant account turned on in like 5 or 10 minutes. And that's not going to happen. But unfortunately, this happens a lot. People get kind of schnickered into working with another company. I always tell people, be careful of what you're listening to. Who is it that you're actually talking to? Did you Google them? Did you look them up? Did you check them out? This is your money. Did you take that company and go, okay, let me see. Do I see any rip-off report? Do I see, on the BBB, how many complaints? You know, I don't even know why. Well, I know why. I mean, I'm going to tell you why. We take care of our clients. That's why we still have zero complaints with the BBB. Zero. I don't even know why I paid that company. I mean, it's probably just a waste of money, but somebody looks at it, I guess. I don't know. I get this report from the BBB that says you have X amount of whatever, and they're saying, hey, no complaints, but here's all the people, the traffic. And I mean, there's a lot of people going there, but I don't know. Still no complaints. I don't know. Should I want complaints? I don't know. What do you think? Should somebody be complaining about us? I sometimes feel like we're not real. Maybe I should do a fake business and I should just say, that company sucks. Don't work with them. I don't know. What would I be? I could be, I don't know, like John Smith. I don't know. Would that look phony? I don't know. It might be fun. We could always have Michael, my cousin, make up a name, you know, some Italian name. He had an Italian restaurant in Baltimore. And unfortunately, during the riots and all that stuff that happened a number of years ago, it was time for him to make a change. And that's why he works with us now. I love having my family here. I love Michael being in the organization. So, you never know who you might talk to. You might even talk to Brenda, my executive assistant. She really runs things, believe it or not. She's like my second wife. You got your work life, you got your home life, you got your work life, you got all these different lives, right? You got three different. I got a sleep life too. I get like 5 hours sleep, always trying to, come up with new ideas. We rearrange the marketing of this company every couple of years and do new things. If you're not freshening up your business, if you're not redoing your website, if you're not redoing your marketing techniques, maybe you want to get in on a movie. I don't know. Maybe you want to, retire. Maybe you want to do whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's got to be freshened up. And that's what we're doing right here at the Swypit Show. We're freshening things up. We're having a good time. We're helping clients. We're excited to see you today. We're excited to have everybody watching today. And, I think even my mom might be listening, and my dad or whoever. I don't know who's watching, but I will tell you this. If you do like Swypit, please like the like button. Please share and come back, whether you're watching on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, wherever it may be. Always like what you see, and we appreciate that. Of course, what we share it, maybe go on your feed, and maybe somebody else will see it. Maybe we can help somebody. If you're interested in maybe even working with Swypit, you can give us a ring at 877-379-9748, or you can go to the Swypit page at swypit.com. And of course, we are your resource for credit card processing. I look forward to talking to you in the future and some of these other things we're going to be doing. So, of course, have a great day. And remember, I need you to go out and do whatever you want to do.